If you have combination skin, it means that some parts of your skin are dry and some are oily. It's so confusing that many people don't know what to do. I mean, when you have a skin that acts different in different seasons, it's natural that you get confused and do mistakes. And guess what? I have been there too. So in this video, I'll be talking about the mistakes I did on my combination skin and what I learned through the process. This video is to help you. I'm not here to judge you, so that you know what to do and what not to do when you have a combination skin, and what mistakes you should definitely avoid if you want to have a healthy, flawless combination skin. The first mistake that I did and you shouldn't do, that treating your combination skin as one skin type. Listen, combination skin, as the name says, is a combination of two types of skin. Some parts are dry and some parts are oily. First the oily T-zone and then the dry cheeks. And you have to buy products and use products according to those zones. For example, in summer, I'm sure you have noticed that the oily T-zone gets more oilier because it's sweating and it's producing more oil and it looks shiny. But at the same time, your cheeks are completely fine. So in that case, if you're using a moisturizer that's more into the heavier side because your dry cheeks love it, your T-zone will not love it at all. So what to do in that case? Unfortunately, you have to use two moisturizers. You have to use a lighter one on your T-zone and then a bit heavier one on your dry cheeks. The moral of the story is, do not treat your combination skin as one skin type, rather treat it like two skin types together in one skin. I hope I'm making sense. Now let's talk about exfoliation and masking, two game changers for combination skin. It gets tricky when it comes to exfoliating combination skin. I mean, you have that oily T-zone that you want to have completely cleaned and exfoliated, but at the same time, you have to keep in mind that your cheeks are dry. That's why when you have combination skin, always focus on enzyme-based exfoliating masks. They also take out the dead skin cells, but they only attack the dead skin cells. They do not attack the normal live skin cells like glycolic acid. It means they are more gentler and they are more safer for combination skin. But that doesn't mean you can't use glycolic acid. I can give you my example. When I'm using glycolic acid, I use only once, max twice in a week, but most of the time when I'm exfoliating, other days I'm using an exfoliating mask that has enzymes like papaya or pumpkin. But if you have severe oily T-zone in your combination skin, you can actually go for a manual scrub. Like sometimes when it's summer and I've noticed that my T-zone is getting out of control, I use manual scrubs. And before you bash me out in the comment section, please hear me out. Physical scrubs are not as bad as they're portrayed. It gets tricky when it comes masking too. Like I use clay masks, but only in summer and only on my T-zone. Not only for moisturizers, but even for exfoliation and even for masking, you have to use different products. I know it's tiring, but if you want flawless combination skin, trust me, you have to work for it. The third mistake which can ruin your combination skin, which almost ruined mine, is not using the perfect cleanser. Now you might be thinking, what is a perfect cleanser? How do I find it? Well, the thing is, when you have combination skin, when you have dry cheeks and oily T-zone, you have to buy a cleanser that is super gentle. You should not focus taking off the oil from your T-zone from a cleanser, because if you're using a foaming cleanser, if you're using a cleanser that has actives or very harsh, you are actually doing more harm than good. When you're using a cleanser that takes out the oil from your skin, there is a chance that it will disrupt your natural barrier, and if your natural barrier is disrupted, it means that your skin will not be able to protect itself. For the time being, your T-zone might look like very matte and very clean, but for long term, it's not healthy. For my skin, for my combination skin, I always use Cetaphil cleanser. I find that super gentle. For me, it's working fine so far, and I have been using Cetaphil for I think past 5 years. Remember, you have two skin types together in your skin, so treat it accordingly. I did these 3 mistakes and I don't want you to do this. So I hope these were helpful. If you have any other tips that can help any other combination skin, let me know in the comments. I am super curious to know. Meanwhile, if you're suffering oily T-zone and dry cheeks, combination skin and you don't know how to control that excess shine on your T-zone and how to control the dryness in your dry cheeks, I have made a video about it. Maybe it will be helpful for you. Please do check it out.